this dress will not go up. Nothing was ever touched. It was just a malfunction. And I ran through the mall with my wedding dress. I got a lot of stares, shouts and laughs. Everything was going great. Like, you know, we got there at 8:30 a.m. Like, got our hair and makeup done, got getting ready photos, and the day was going too well, to say the least. The photographer, thank God for her, she came in early, which like I didn't think was going to happen, but she ended up coming early, which worked out because I wanted to put my dress on at 3:15ish, which thank God I never did because the wedding would have been way postponed. But anyways, she came early, and at 2 o'clock she took a little bit of us in our pajamas, and then she's like, okay, let's do a first look with your bridesmaids and we'll put the dress on. So it was 2 o'clock at that point, maybe a little bit after 2. So I was like, okay, I guess we're putting our dress on now. So I was with my mom and we started putting my dress on, and the zipper got stuck, and my mom was trying to go over this hump, and she was like, Sam, this dress will not go up. She tried for 5-10 minutes, and I was like, all right, like I wanted my bridesmaids to see me for the first time in my dress, so I was like, okay, get one of them. But actually the photographer ended up coming in, so she was actually helping. So her and my mom were struggling for about 10-15 minutes trying to zip up and try to get it done. It wasn't working, and it's weird because I did try the dress on like 5 days before, so it made no sense as to why it wasn't zipping because everything was kind of fine. So again, it wasn't working. My videographer came in. I was like, maybe we need manpower. And so he came in and he tried to help fix it. So there was 3 of them. It was my mom, the photographer, and the videographer trying to get on this dress. I was like, all right, fine. Like, let's bring in one of my bridesmaids, Emily, who's like really good at like problem solving like that. So I brought her in, and I brought my sister in, who's the maid of honor. So there was 5 of them. So we were in there for about an hour and 10 minutes trying to figure out how to freaking put this dress on me. I was supposed to walk down the aisle around 4:30. Guests were coming at 4, and it was now like a little tiny bit before 3, so 2:50. So anyways, the photographer and the videographer stepped outside, and thank God for them. They were calling seamstresses that were close. They ended up getting one that was 20 minutes away. They didn't want to come to us, so we ended up having to drive to them. So we got to the seamstress at about 3:20, and the seamstress was like, this zipper is broken, which was crazy because the dress was untouched before. I tried it 5 days before, like nothing was ever touched, so like we didn't break it. It was just a malfunction. So he ended up like cutting things and doing whatever he had to do, and he fixed it in about 15 minutes. And then we drove back to the venue, and I ran through the mall with my wedding dress, as you can see in that video. I got a lot of stares, I got a lot of like shouts and laughs. And then we made it to the venue like 3:55 maybe, and all the guests were there, so I was able to hide myself with a curtain and go through the back of the bridal suite. And then we jammed to Unwritten, took a few shots because I needed to get that edge off because my adrenaline was absolutely nuts. It was horrible, but it was a really good story. I can laugh about it now. But my dress did malfunction again, and it wasn't the zipper. It was a different part of the dress. So I did have to change into a sweatsuit that I was actually going to be in like in the morning, and I didn't have another outfit. I had to change into that. It was still like bridal vibes, but I was really upset because obviously I didn't want to have my first dance in a dress suit with my husband and my dad and out throughout the night. I would have loved to have been in my dress for longer, but it is what it is, and now it's a good story, so that's it.